Welcome, brothers and sisters. So, I felt the need to make this video. Y'all see the title, The Island of Black Women. The Island of Black Women. You know, black women are on an island all by themselves. And we know this is factual. What the hell? We know that this is factual because even that chick Vivica Fox, she let the cat out the bag in that Ice Cube interview. She let the cat out the bag when Ice Cube was trying to explain to her that black women are part of the black community. Black women are black people. And Vivica Fox slipped up and let the cat out the bag, where she revealed that black women are actually on an island all by themselves. You know, they sit around and they wonder what we don't get, what the world does not get, what the world does not understand. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand the black woman's victimology. You know, she's a triple minority. She's a triple minority, black, female, and dumb as hell. just all out dumb, and she just doesn't get what the Negro doesn't understand. She doesn't understand what we don't get. You know? She's been using the same talking points for over 40 years. And that is her victimhood, her victimization. You know, do you ever notice that everything that comes out of these women's mouths is about them being victims? They're a victim of everything. Nothing is their fault. Nothing is their fault. Not one single thing that has happened in the black community is their fault. At the same time, they're going out here, they're getting these educations, they're not taking care of their health, they're they have bad, stinky, funky attitudes. They end up in these messed up situations, having kids with random dudes because, like I said, it was never important that her child's father be about anything. That was never important. You know, the only thing that was important was her being independent. That was a choice that she made, and that slaps in the face of her victimhood, of her lies about being a fucking victim. Excuse my language. I mean, everything she says has to do with her victimology. She goes out here, she talks reckless to men. Like, you see these dudes like putting their foot up in these women's behind. You see these dudes just wilding out on these females, and she still thinks that she's a victim. She still thinks that she had nothing to do with what's going on. You know, like, what's happening to her and her daughters today it's just a random act. It's just black men just all of a sudden are starting to, black men are all of a sudden very impatient with them. You know, they're quick to anger. They're they're going upside their heads with no abandon, with cameras around and everything. You know, black men are, a lot, Instead of running up and protecting them, they're pulling out their cameras and recording whatever is going down. And they seem to believe that this shit is random. That this came out of the woodworks. I told you, she is on an island all by herself. She is on an island by herself. This woman, something is seriously wrong with these women. I mean, I experienced this myself several times from BAWs. I mean, most of the time when I'm dealing with BAWs, I experience these same things. This same, the other day I went into a store and I'm waiting in the line. And this has happened to me more than once. I'm just telling you about one instance, but keep in mind that this has happened to me several times. Now I'm in the store and a BAW comes in there. I'm in the store, I'm waiting in the line. She comes in there and she proceeds to hop right in front of me. And keep in mind, this is not the first time this has happened. Walk right in front of me, walk right up to the register, me and whoever else is in the line, and decides that, and then when she gets checked, because like I said, I have a low tolerance for BS. So in situations like that, I have to be very calculating. I have to decide what I'm going to do, because it's either, a lot of times I feel like a lot of these dudes, these dudes who be out here flipping out and going upside heads. I feel like these dudes sometimes. But I'm a man who has a lot to lose. So I have to think my way through things. I can't just react. But a lot of men don't have a lot to lose. And these are the men that BAWs just so happen to be coming across in life. But this female, like I said, she proceeds to get in front of me. She proceeds to get in front of She proceeds to get right in front of me and tries to head up to the register, but the woman at the register was like, the woman at the register saw her, and it was an Asian woman. She saw her and she was like, you're next. She was calling me like, you're next. And but this is what I mean about these. They are literally on an island all by themselves, and they don't believe. They are literally they literally have no idea what's going on. They live in an alternate universe. That place that Obsidian calls Bizarro Land, that is a real place in the black woman's mind. She does not live in reality. She does not live in the real world. And she looks at everybody like, why don't all of you people get this? Every other person on this planet has no understanding of her stupidity. Except her. She's the only one who truly understands it. And she's like I said, if you sit back and start to watch these women, take everything that I've said in this video into account and just watch how they act, watch how they operate. Something is wrong with these women. Something is wrong with them. They do not live in this reality. They live in an alternate universe. And everybody is sick and tired of her playing victim. No one's trying to hear her BS, her victim bullcrap. No one's trying to hear it, man. And that's why dudes are wilding out. they're going upside their heads. They just like, man, okay, you know, I'm done with all of your recklessness. I'm done with all of your independent talk. You seem to forget that I'm a real man. You know, you seem to forget that. You seem to forget, you know, just because the world has placed you on a pedestal by which you did not earn. Well, I guess she did earn. She killed 20 million babies. So I guess she did earn it. And you know, but like I said, she doesn't deserve it. The world has put her on a pedestal, and she's out here pretending like she can't get that work. You know, like she can talk to anybody any old kind of way. She could, you know, talk this independent, strong, I don't need no man garbage. She could talk reckless to dudes, get all in their face, you know, say whatever she wants, and then turn around and play victim. But what she's not understanding, everything is somebody else's fault. This is what gets on my nerves about these women. Everything that happens to her is someone else's fault. Nothing is her fault. There is no accountability with these women. I'm talking about the vast majority of them. There is no accountability. You can't say there's no accountability with black men, because in this country, the black man is the most accountable motherfucker in this country. If anybody's going to be held accountable, it's going to be a black man. Black men are accountable for shit that he ain't even done. He ain't even do the shit. He just, some black guy did. You know, women drowning their kids in throwing their kids over the bridge somewhere and saying, oh, some black man kidnapped my kids. Some black dude. It doesn't even sound logical. Some black man's going to kidnap 2 white kids for what? It doesn't even sound remotely logical. And I don't know, man. Like I said, man, we are living in, these women are living in an alternate universe. An alternate state of reality, which they do not understand, which they do not get, that everyone else sees the world as it actually is. You know, and and nothing, like this like I said again, nothing is ever her fault. Nothing is ever her fault. She's accountable for nothing. You know, all them kids she had by random dudes. Who's the only person on this planet who would say, oh, you want to get with this? It comes with a package deal. You got to take this package deal. Only a person who lives in an alternate state of reality would say some silly nonsense like that. Only a person who lives on a different planet would expout to men that they are if they want to be with her, they are responsible for her children. They must go on a package deal. And I told you that package deal, it's not just children. That package deal is all of her baggage and all of that nonsense that you're going to have to deal with. It's not just those children. The children are the least of your damn problems. The children are the least of what you're going to have to deal with. You're going to have to deal with her bad attitude, her reckless behavior. She's always talking about how men cheat. These women cheat. I got some stories for you if you want to talk about cheating. I I used to work with a lot of these women, you know, and a lot of them were trying to cheat with me, you know. So it's not I mean, only in Bizarro land. Only in Bizarro land is this is this possible. Only in Bizarro land. You know, who else would say I'm strong and independent, knowing that everything that you got came from somebody else? And they have it. I mean, you're independent and you're strong, but you go to work every day. You call yourself queens, but you ain't the queen of shit. You have no idea what it takes or what a queen does. But you call yourself queens. I'm a queen. I'm a queen. I'm independent. I mean, as soon as I hear or see a woman say anything about being independent, I automatically think that something is mentally wrong with you. Something is mentally wrong with you. You do realize that you're not independent. You know, special, and it's the wrong attitude to take into a relationship. How you gonna have a relationship with somebody? Because the root word of relationship is relate or relations, to relate to somebody. That means a back and forth exchange. But in her mind, she's independent. Only in Bizarro land. And after she's taken on all of these mantras, she's react to her environment in the way that she has, because everything she has done has been a reaction to the environment that she lives in. She's just reacting, you know. But these are her reactions, and what she doesn't realize is that her reactions have consequences. Anything you do, I mean, the Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth. Where are these women meek? The meek shall inherit the earth. I mean, that's just to say that if you have a scale, right? If you have a scale and you keep putting bricks on one side of the scale, eventually the other side of the scale is going to keep rising, right? The more bricks you put on one side, the more hell that you put on that black man, you know, the more the other side of the scale rises. The more you attempt to keep one side of the scale down, the more the other side rises. But what you don't realize is that a scale can only take but so many bricks. This is what the Most High means. The meek shall inherit the earth. Eventually, the scales will turn. Eventually, the scales will tip. And we know what we know what's going to happen. You know, all of those people that are on the top are going to come crumbling down, man. You're going to come crumbling down. You cannot keep putting weight on top of one side of a scale and not expect that eventually it's going to collapse. And that's what these women have done to themselves. They've packed a bunch of bullshit on one side of a scale, and now it's collapsed. All of her independence, all of her strong nonsense. This is the only reason they're talking about they want a high value man. I mean, and they're not even asking. They're saying that they deserve it. I deserve to have a high value man because what? Because I'm educated. You know these dudes can't eat your degrees, right? When he come home from work and you get home from work, it better be some food on the table. I mean, unless you a damn chef, that damn degree you got is irrelevant. You know, but what her mentality is, I got a degree, which means I got money. That means when it's time to get you something to eat, I'm gonna go out to a restaurant and buy you something to eat. That's what it means to a lot of these females. But like I said, man, all of that strong independent shit is over. We living in a Donald Trump era. I want you, like I said, I want you to just sit back and listen to these women talk. Nothing is their fault. Nothing. And that shit really, that shit really begins to piss people off. Everything is somebody else's fault. Everything. You will not find these women taking accountability for one single thing. Absolutely nothing. Not one single thing. You mean to tell me you can't take accountability for one thing that happens to you? And that is the weakest person in the room. See, because it doesn't really matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter what happens to you. What matters is what you do about what happens to you, right? What are you going to do about it? Things are always going to happen. It's not about what happens. It's about what you do about what happens. And what do you think these failures are going to do about the things that happen to them? Nothing. They can't even take accountability for anything. A single solitary thing. And like I said, that shit is getting old really fast. That shit is, Negroes are done. Negroes are done listening to your bullshit, your victimhood. The world is sick of your shit, BAW. And the foundations that held up your island of bullshit is failing. It's failing miserably. The whole world, not just black men. Not just black men. Black men are the least of your problems. Black men are if it wasn't for black men, you think these Karens are attacking you now? It would be an all-out assault on your ass. If black men just decided, hey, we ain't protecting shit. Black men are the only thing standing between you and an angry lynch mob going upside your fucking head. With all of your democratic nonsense, all your Democrat bullshit. All y'all do is talk. I never seen a bunch of fucking group. I never seen a group that produces more hot air than BAWs. Literally produces nothing but air. Nothing. Now I can't say that. I can't even. That applies to black people in general, but black women. Come on now. You don't even have the strength to produce anything. Does it ever occur to you to shut the hell up? I made a video a long time ago. I never put it out. The name of the video was called Shh. Shh. That's all I said in the whole video. A black woman. Shh. And that shush means to shut up. Please, for your own good. For your own good. But they're never gonna do it. They're never gonna do it. And everybody is sick of tired of your fucking victim bullshit, man. Everybody. Once black men get tired of it, you in trouble. Once black men get tired of putting up with your bullshit, with your lies, with your unaccountable behavior, it's all hell is gonna break loose. And it's already, we only 1 year into mod. We only 1 year in to your demise. But man, people are gonna start to see you as a damn pariah, as a damn. I mean, just. I mean, you wonder why people look at you the way they do. You wonder why they treat you the way you do. They do. And black men get treated the way they do because a lot of them are following you. You wonder why the world sees us as the damn laughing stock. We're the laughing stock of the entire world. And that is because you cannot shut the fuck up. Everything is about you being the victim. Everything that comes out of your mouth, black women, you know, if it wasn't for black women, this would be this. And if it wasn't for black women, and the world needs to listen to black women, and because the black woman wants the best for everybody, and the black woman, it's everything you say is about you being a fucking victim. Nobody's co-signing this shit, man. Nobody's co-signing it. The world is looking at you like you are out of your fucking mind. Are you not the one who chose to have them children with the Negroes that you chose to have them with? Are you not the one who chose to abort all of them children, all of them 20 million babies? Or more and more? Are you not the one who chose welfare and food stamps? Are you not the one who chose to side with the Democratic Party and all of the Negro simps that you took with you? Are you not the one who self-proclaimed herself to be the backbone of the black community? Are you the one who not self-proclaimed herself to be a double minority? Are you not the one who got in bed with the feminist? Are you not the one who are constantly at every single fucking march for whatever cause that pops up in, you know, on the in your news feed? You know, are you not the one who backed the homosexual agenda in the black community? You know, but you got to understand that all of that shit has consequences, man. All of that shit is you putting bricks on a scale, and now that damn scale has runneth over. Like I said, her cup is runneth over. And no one can clean up spilled milk, man. No one can put the milk back in the cup, man. Man. But once you lose black men, see, black men, like I said, black men were the only thing. Black men are the only thing standing between you in all hell. Because they know that the dumb Negro, gonna protect your ass. I mean, he might let you get a couple ass whoopings, but eventually, you know, he gonna put his life on the line if he see too many BAWs get their ass handed to him. But like I said, man, don't come looking at me. Don't come looking for me or the brothers or the sisters, or do not. This is the problem. This is another problem with the whole black thing. You know, it's the problem with the black thing. Black people think they own anything that black people put their name on. If one black person creates something, just because it was a black person who created it, now all these black people think they got a right to it, or got a say in what this man does, and what, you know, what he does with his, you know, whatever he created. Whether it be, you know, the money he earned from doing it or whatever. This is the black problem. That's another unjust weight that's going on in the black community. You know? She doesn't need. I mean, you could literally sit there and tell her, look, Kamala Harris is a damn demon who have locked up more black people than the Ku Klux Klan, who have who has benefited off of modern day slavery. You could literally sit there and tell her this, show her all the evidence, and she'll still line up in droves to go vote for them. To go vote for. You could show her everything that Joe Biden said when he was talking about how he was gonna put black people back in chains. You can show her all the evidence, show her all the videos that he made, show her all the things he said, and she'll be right down in there talking about, oh yeah, well we gotta get Trump out of office, we gotta get Trump out. Cause Trump, I mean, the only reason you give a damn about Trump is because only reason you care about Trump is because under Trump y'all were getting that work. Like y'all never got it before. Before it was only the black man was getting that work. So no, it was no big deal unless it was like one of your Ray Rays or something getting that work. Then y'all ready to go down there and riot. But when it's a regular, everyday, average black man getting that work, none of y'all was showing up. Or he was a sellout anyway. He wasn't down with the plantation. He wasn't with us. He didn't want to be on the plantation with us, so he deserved it. Like I said, man, all of your unjust weights. Like I said, brothers, if you smart, you better get off that island. Get off that island as soon as possible, man. Cause the foundation is crumbling, and trust me, she's trying to grab hold of any lifeline that she could find. Any lifeline that you dudes produce, she is ready to grab hold. On that note, I want to say peace. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Get on the 5 steps and adopt the moral code.